Hi, today I'm doing a review that I already did before, um, but the lighting was so bad and the sound was so bad, I decided I had to do a redo, and especially since it's one of my favourite series. You may have watched it already. It's the Shifter series by Rachel VIncent, and I just want to redo that review a bit. It's very enjoyable and exciting and emotional, I have to say. It's a 6-part series, and unfortunately Rachel VIncent isn't doing any more books in this series, which I'm really sad about. But the good thing is, if it's your first time reading them, you just read them all together. You don't have to wait years in between books, so that's good. The Shifter series, it's about Faith, and she is a werecat. So she turns into this panther-like creature, and she has a really big family of brothers and kind of enforcers and parents, and her whole kind of society really are all werecats, and it's a really kind of close-knit society with alphas and all that. And in this world, for every 5 boys that are born, only 1 girl is born. So girls are quite precious in this world and rare, and for that reason they're really protected, and they kind of have their role, and their role really is to produce just more werecats and just produce more children really. So Faith, the main character, she doesn't really want that. She's the same age as me, so she's quite young, and she resents kind of being a girl in this world, because that's the part of the story that really appeals to me. She's just kind of this girl living in this predominantly male world, and where females are treated quite like coveted things and protected really well, but she feels overprotected. She kind of resents it. She wants to be treated kind of like one of the guys. And she's quite different to a lot of the females in this world, because she has been trained to defend herself, and she's kind of been trained to be a part of kind of the politics in this werecat society. So that whole idea and the whole premise of the story I really loved. And it's quite similar, I think, to Kelly Armstrong's werewolf books in her Otherworld series. So, you know, with Elaine and Co. in Bitten and Stolen and Broken and Frostbitten. And I really love those books. And this is quite similar, you know, in kind of a females being quite rare and coveted. And I was delighted when I discovered the series, to be honest. And I find it really enjoyable, and I definitely recommend them. They're just full of action and romance and heavy drama and really kind of witty writing. You know, Rachel VIncent's a good writer. Yeah, so in the first book she's kind of dragged back into this world that she tried to kind of escape from. So I loved the first book. And Faith is a very engaging character. I thought she was a brilliant protagonist, and I really think they're really good. I really recommend them. So please check them out and tell me what you think. Okay, so that's my spoiler-free review, and now I'm going to talk more about the details of the series, so containing spoilers. If you don't want to know any, switch off now. Okay, so as I said, Faith, she is an engaging character. Like, she's kind of like, you know, the given protagonist, in that she's brave and clever. Although she's stubborn and flawed and has this kind of sarcastic humour. Kind of most protagonists are kind of have that little given trait group. But sometimes I find her a bit too stubborn. Like, she wouldn't accept Mark's devotion or her father's protection or her role in the Werecat society. Like, at times I kind of wish she would, you know, accept her role and be more like a normal kind of girl in this Werecat society. I know that's the whole point of the series, that she shouldn't have to be, but I kind of liked that part, and sometimes I wish she would just kind of be more like the typical female, and kind of make everyone else happy. just a note on the triangle. So the kind of love triangle in this series is between Mark, Jace, and Faith. And I really liked this love triangle just because the way it was written, that it really understands Faith's love for both guys, both Mark and Jace. And I at one point I didn't know who I wanted her to get with. At the back of my mind I always kind of knew she would get with Mark, but I really kind of wanted to see how Jace and her would be like as a couple, because he was so in love with her, and I really thought they would have been cute. But I know Mark and Faith, they were kind of made for each other, really. They just went with each other really well. And Mark, you know, he was so like protected and devoted to her. Although sometimes his jealousy got really tiring and very unreasonable, particularly in the last book. But yeah, but that triangle, I really like the way it was written. You could really understand all sides, and you can understand Faith. You can understand Faith's decision making and the reasons she does things. Like in the fourth book, when she slept with Jace, it was also it was kind of my favourite part of the book, because you got to see these characters' flaws in a really understanding light. Like, I could understand why she did all this and why she slept with Jace, so I didn't really begrudge her that. And it was just, you know, really exciting, and the drama, and I couldn't wait to see what happened next. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I mean, it wasn't just a trashy kind of love story. It was really riveting, I thought. Yeah, so I loved most of the characters. In the fourth book, so sad when Ethan died. I was like, of all the brothers, I wouldn't mind if they killed off any of the other brothers. But no, it had to be Ethan, which was just so sad. It was terrible. And yeah, the fourth book was great, but it was just really sad. I think the first book would have to be my favourite, just because I love the element of the books where kind of Faith is treated kind of a bit more she's more vulnerable, and she's treated with more fragility. I kind of like that element, you know, like she's kind of the only female in this kind of male world, and I think you see that most in the first book, so that would probably be my favourite. And I also love the third book. That was really exciting, and a good change of scenery too. The second and fourth books were really good. I liked them, and the fifth book, I liked the whole dynamics between Jace, Faith and Mark in that book, but the Thunderbird thing, that just came out of nowhere. Yeah, it just didn't fit in well with the series. The sixth book, I know a lot of people think it's their favourite, but it was just too dark and depressing for me. It was just, like, when you didn't think anything could get any worse, it just got worse. Like, Faith kept getting knocked down and down and down, and first her father's killed, and then they're all like, there's like a war beginning, and then she's kicked out of her house, and it just keeps coming. It was a bit emotionally draining, that sixth book. So I mean, I would have liked if it was a bit more positive. Also, I didn't like that Faith became Alpha. I would have preferred if Mark became Alpha, but I guess that, you know, the author wanted to make the most radical change. Also, with this series, I like the whole delve we got into the Werecats society. Like, it was quite involved, and the author didn't fear from, like, you know, creating too much of a new society. Like, some authors, I prefer to stay with the normal world, but sometimes the whole werewolf politics just became too much. Like, I wanted to get back into the characters and the story, and it was too much with the politics. But I mean, it made it more of an involved and riveting story. So I mean, it was a good choice by the author, really. So yeah, the books are written well. There's good banter between characters, and each book has a really good story. But yeah, I love this series, and if anyone knows any kind of similar ones out there, kind of a girl in like in a protective family or whatever, please let me know, because I really enjoy them, and I really recommend them, and do check them out because they're really good, and let me know what you think. So that's my review, and thanks very much for watching, and tune in to my next one.